Oh, hello. We are QOTD, and you are watching the QOTD Daily Recap. QOTD is the question of the day show, the game show that lets you be on the air, and you can join us on the air by recording your video answers to our awesome daily questions.
And you can also join us by voting for your favorite answers to determine who makes it to the weekly Big Show Championship that happens on Thursdays at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
We're going to show you how to make it on the air with us for Thursday's Big Show. And we're also going to take a look at one of our favorite fan answer to today's question, which has to do with the human expiration date. And do you want to read it or not?
Right. Well, listen, before that day occurs, make sure that you scroll down your page and you click on the subscribe button right here. That's the way that you can get your QOTDs in your daily inbox. You can be the first person to answer. How awesome is that? And it's not too late.
No, it is not. But first, we're going to go back in time and go over some of our answer leaders from this week, starting with the top 3 answers for Friday's question. Which celebrity would you want on your zombie apocalypse survivor squad?
It's one of those deeply philosophical questions. I think like Aristotle and Socrates had a big debate about this one.
It's just what you can expect here at QOTD.
Yeah.
Well, here are the top 3 answers for Saturday's question. Would you enroll your kids in full-time online school? Is that the future of education? I'm going to give a big no to this, a big N-O. I believe in kids having to get together and figure it out and be cooperative, and I believe in recess. So big no from me on this.
Oh, it's a waste of taxpayer money.
Trish 2024. I believe in recess.
Thank you.
Yes, I have a dream, and that dream involves recess. Speaking of, and something I wish would come true, speaking of Sunday's question, which is, did you ever have a dream while sleeping that later came true? Mine is that, it hasn't come true yet, but my dream is that we will eventually have recess during work.
Yes.
How about that?
We'll play kickball.
Exactly.
I dreamt that you would love kickball.
What is happening today?
Monday.
Yeah. That's silly. Well, we also have a question of the day today. Should we get to it?
Oh,
All right. Can I get a quick
Drum roll?
little drum roll? Yeah. If you could be told when you're gonna die, would you want to know?
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, definitely. I think that would kind of change how I live my life, so I'm gonna say no. Thing about death is that it comes for us all, and we never know when. And why would you want to get in the way of that?
Good point. Good point. Well, I think before we get into our own ideas in this question, I think we can take a quick look at one of our early favorites to this question, because we have fans recording answers. They are pouring in from across the world, and what better time than now to look at one of our early favorites. So receiving the honor of Friend of Fate, we have Jay Ross's answer. Let's take a quick watch.
No, I will never want to be told when I'm gonna die. Because then you would worry about, I gotta do this before I die. I gotta do this. I gotta make sure I do this. Oh, I only have this amount of days to live. I don't want to know that. I just want to live every day like it's the last day. You're not always promised tomorrow, so live day by day. Accomplish what you want to accomplish while you're still here. And when you're ready to go, you go.
Well, aren't we just such a bunch of romantics? You know? It's like, we're gonna live life the way that we want today and not worry about the future, man. Now, and I understand it. You know, who wants to worry about it, right? Because if you knew, you'd be worried all the time. But the other side of the argument is that, you know, when you die, and like, you know, God forbid, let's hope that's a long, long, long time from now, but there's stuff that has to get done. You know, it's going to be like, who's going to take care of your kids? And who are you going to leave grandma's necklace to? And where are you going to be buried? And what about, like, what are your wishes, like, you know, about whether you're going to be resuscitated or emergency? But all those decisions have to be made. And if you're not making them, then you're putting that burden on your loved ones, on your spouse or kids or parents or whoever it's going to be. And so I feel like romance aside, a responsible adult has to go and like plan. So if you knew when you were going to die, you could like say, okay, well, great. You know, this is what we're going to have to do. And, you know, Aunt Sally can't sit next to, you know, Carlos during the wake or anything like that. You could just like take care of all that stuff for your people. And that way they could just enjoy your death.
Then they would enjoy your death. Is that what you ended that?
Wouldn't be such a hassle.
We were so close to getting rid of him, but that darn paperwork.
Just like, that's what they're going to say. It's just like him. No.
Okay, prepper. Okay. As for me, you just tell people that you love them every opportunity that you get. I never hang up the phone without telling my friends or family I love you, ever. And that's good enough for me. They'll figure out who's going to inherit the cat. It's mine.
You know, my wife thinks that's a little weird. Like we're on the phone and it's like, I love you. She's like, who's that? And I'm like,
it's my death prep.
Also, I love the fact that you just said, okay, prepper. That's so funny. Yeah, but I feel like that's what I always hear about when people are like, oh, you have to live every day like it's your last. Like, I think a lot of people interpret that as like, I want to do every bucket list item on my list every chance that I get. But it's about the small things, you know, just like making sure that people know constantly that you care about them. I feel like that's something it's very sweet. It's very nice. I kind of agree. I would want to know just so I can like get everything done that I want to get done. But there's also something to living every day like it's your last. I think we have some really good answers to this question, a lot of really emotional and different aspects that we've taken it. But today's question is not the only one that viewers can answer. So far, we have a whopping three other questions and another really amazing answer to Friday's question, which was, what celebrity would you want on your zombie apocalypse survival squad? So receiving the honor of Ultimate ZForce, we have Samantha's answer.
I would have to pick Chris Hemsworth. One, he's Thor, so he could probably figure that out. Two, if I'm gonna die in a zombie apocalypse, I want the last thing that I look at to be Chris Hemsworth.
I'm with you, girl. Well, fans, you've got 4 days left to submit your own answers for your chance to appear on the Thursday Big Show. That's our super fun finale, hosted by Keith JJ Reed and I, where we go over the best of the best videos from the entire week. It's every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. on YouTube, Twitch, and right here at beyondtheair.com.
To record your answer for that big show, you can go to beyondtheair.com and click the orange record button under the 24/7 live game stream. Remember, you can still answer today's question or any of this week's other questions for your chance to tell us about your zombie apocalypse survival squad. Tell us about your thoughts on knowing when you're going to die, and for your chance to join us on the air.
While you are over there checking out everybody's answers and voting and doing all that stuff over there on beyondtheair.com, did you know that you can also play kind of a meta game called the Guess and Bid game? That's where you bid stars on the videos that you think are going to win. And when then that video wins, you move up the leaderboard and you can show up on the show just like Mary and Zach right here. It's another way of showing up on the air. And it's so much fun. Go play the Guess and Bid game over at beyondtheair.com.
And if you don't, we'll tell you when you're going to die.
Right. That'll learn you.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this morning. And a special thank you to everybody who has already watched, voted, and recorded so far. We are QOTD and Beyond the Air signing off. And we'll see you on TV. And maybe in the afterlife.
Bye, everyone.
Such a spooky week. Is it going to be spooky all week? Ooh.